Okay, so this is the model we are trying to fit. Model is yi is equal to a plus bxi, and the method is least square. So what this least square method does is that we compute error term, which is nothing but the mismatch between the actual value of y and the predicted value of predicted values from our model. So we take sum of the squares of these terms. Okay, so how it comes, I is equal to 1 to n. So you can see that yi minus a plus bxi, this is the term. And what this method proposes is that we vary this sum of the square of error terms with respect to parameter and substitute that 0. Okay, so let us do it actually. So I is equal to 1 to n 2 yi minus a plus bxi, and here it will be minus 1. So we can further simplify it. Summation of yi is equal to a into summation of 1, I is 1 to n, plus b into summation of xi, I is equal to 1 to n. Now we will use this definition that sum of xi is represented by sx, sum of yi is represented by sy, and so on and so forth. So using those variables, we can write this equation in this form, that a into n plus sx b into sx is equal to sy. So this is our equation number 1. Now we can get the similar equation for b also. So how we do? So it gives us I is equal to 1 to n yi minus a plus bxi, it is same, but here we get minus xi. Okay, so you can see that here it is minus bxi, and with respect to b we get minus xi. So if we open it and simplify it, which I am not doing just to save the space, we can write a sx plus b s x, now you can see that it comes twice, is equal to y sx. Okay, just be careful, it's yi xi, so this term will be this term xxy. So these are the two equations now we have, and we have to solve these equations and get the values of a and b. So I am showing the explicit solution of it. So let us eliminate b by multiplying equation number 1 by sxx, a n sxx plus b sxx is equal to sy sxx, and equation 2 by sx, a sx square plus b sx is equal to now sx sxy. Okay, and now we can easily subtract these. This goes, okay, and we get A is equal to what we get. Okay, let me write this clearly. NSXX minus SX square is equal to SY SXX minus SX SXY. So A comes SY SXX minus SX SXY divided by N SXX minus SX square. Now we have the value of A, and similarly we can get the value of B by eliminating A. So how we eliminate A? We multiply this equation by Sx and this equation by N. So we have A N Sx plus B Sx square is equal to Sx Sy, and here it comes A N Sx plus B N Sxx is equal to N Sxy. This. Now this is eliminated. So B Sx square minus NSXX is equal to Sx xy minus Sxy. So B can be written as Sx Sy minus Sxy divided by here we have, actually here N is also here, so we should not miss this N. So here it is NSXY divided by Sx square minus NSXX. So the value of B we will write here. Okay, here we will do one thing. So there is here is NSXX minus Sx square. Just to keep the same denominator, we will multiply this equation by -1, and then we have NXY minus SXXY divided by NSXX minus Sx square. Now we have solved this equation and we have obtained the values of A and B. So let us do one quick check whether what we are getting is correct or not. And that we can do by substituting the value of A and B in this equation. So let me do the first one. AN plus BSX is equal to, now we multiply this thing by N. N Sy Sxx minus N Sx Sxy plus Sx, we have to multiply this by Sx. Sx Sxy Xx square xy and divided by denominator Xx minus Sx square. Let us see what gets cancelled. So you can see that it immediately gets cancelled. So what we get is that N Sxx minus Sx square, we can take this Sy out, Sy divided by NSXX minus Sx square, and this gets cancelled. So you get Sy, so which is exactly what it should be. So these value of A and B, they satisfy equation number 1 at least. Now we can quickly check that for the equation number 2 also, and I hope that will hold. Okay, so let us see if the values of a and b which we are getting, they satisfy equation number 2 also. So what is equation number 2 is asx plus bsxx. So now a is multiplied by sx, sx xy sxx minus sx square sxy plus b is multiplied by sxx and sxx sxy minus sx sy sxx, okay, and divide that by denominator and sxx minus sx square. Let us see what gets cancelled. So we see this thing getting cancelled immediately. So what remains there is this term and this term. So let us write this term first, and sxx minus sx square by sxy divided by n sxx minus sx square. Here you can notice that we have taken sxy common, and this gets cancelled and we get sxy. So this is exactly what we should be getting from equation number 2. So that means the value of a and b which we are getting are correct and they satisfy equation number 1 and 2. So I will summarize that from the data xi and yi, we have got the values of a and b, which is called model. And once we have a model, then we can predict for any unknown value of x. Now this is a trained model. Trained model means we have values of a and b. So it will give us a value of y. So this is what is done in machine learning. So in case you like this video, please like, subscribe, share and comment. Thank you very much.